2024 has been the comeback of pop music in the biggest way, and our pop girlies are killing it. But there are some who's released some singles who normally you'd think, hey, that's going to be a number one, and they flopped. In this video, we're going to have a look at some of those flops, and just a disclaimer, this is in no way saying that these artists suck or they're in their flop era or they're bad. This is just pointing out the fact that these people normally always have a hit, and then they have that one song that just kind of fizzles out. And that's okay because we can't be perfect all the time, right? Selena Gomez has been entertaining us since 2002 when she was on the popular television show Barney. Since then, she has dominated the music industry, television, movies, and she even has a top beauty and makeup brand, Rare Beauty. Oh, and let's not forget, she's the most followed person on Instagram. This woman has come out with some amazing songs. We have Come and Get It, I Love You Like a Love Song, and Lose You to Love Me, which is honestly one of the best songs ever. The lyrics, the haunting melody, the imperfections in the vocals just make it so raw and perfect. So one would naturally assume when she released the song Love On in February of 2024 that it was going to be an instant hit, but it wasn't. It only peaked number 56 on the US Billboard's Hot 100, and then it quickly just fell off. I honestly love it. I just don't feel like a lot of marketing was put into the song, which is understandable. She has a very successful beauty line and a very popular television series, Only Murders in the Building, where she gets to star with the likes of Meryl Streep. I mean, obviously right now her focus is somewhere else, and we love that for her. Camila Cabello came onto the pop scene in the girl group Fifth Harmony. Apparently they were one of the biggest selling girl groups of all time. Okay. She ended up leaving the group, and she has had a very successful solo career since then. She's had massive hits like Havana and Señorita. So of course, the anticipation for a new record was really high. And then finally on March 27th, she released her song I Love It, which was a collaboration with Playboi Carti, and the song, not so great. Only ended up peaking at 81 on the US Billboard Hot 100. Who would have ever thought that a song featuring two powerhouses in the music industry would not do well? Regardless though, this is just one flop, and she is going to come back better than ever, I'm sure, with her next single. Jennifer Lopez has had a rough few years, but regardless of that, she has always been a legacy triple threat. Listen, I know that there is a lot of controversy over who's actually seen her songs, but it doesn't take away the fact that those songs were chart toppers. In 2020, the world was completely shocked when Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck got back together. Bennifer was a thing again, and Jennifer was thrilled. Now, their first time dating, it didn't really work out because of all the public interest on them. He's not really that big into the media. So what J-Lo did, instead of respecting his wishes, she decided to let everybody read his love letters, turn it into a new album, and a movie, and a documentary. Unfortunately, her trying to be relatable in this documentary ended up causing her to become the laughingstock of the internet. On January 10th, before releasing the movie and the documentary, she released her single to the album, This Is Me Now, Can't Get Enough. And it flopped. It didn't even chart on the Billboard Hot 100. And the album only sold 14,000 copies. This, for Jennifer Lopez, is a massive failure. She then ended up canceling her tour. And sadly, her and Ben Affleck are getting divorced. It's too bad that she has to say goodbye to that beautiful green diamond engagement ring. I think maybe she needs to take a little break from singing and focus on her movie career, because she's put out some pretty good movies recently, like Marry Me, Atlas, Mother. They were pretty decent. Just not so much the one that she paid for herself. Yikes. Okay, unpopular opinion here, but I'm just not a big fan of Dua Lipa. That being said, I can appreciate the fact that she's an incredible singer, great dancer, and the girl is gorgeous. Dua had a lot of success with her first album, but she really popped off when she released her second album in 2020. And many of those songs went viral on TikTok. So it's really no surprise that she's released hit after hit, and then she even got to do a duet with Elton John. The Elton John. So when she released her song Illusion on April 11, 2024, of course it was going to be a chart topper, right? Not so much. So it did perform really well in Europe, which is no surprise. Europeans love their dance music, but it only ended up peaking at 43 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. And for Dua Lipa, that's not good. Listen, I know that the song technically still did pretty good. It's just considering how well she's done on her other singles, this one really was considered a bit of a letdown. But regardless, the music video is incredible and it reminds me of a 1990s perfume ad. So I am all for that nostalgia. Another star that prepped for a big comeback was Katy Perry. Not that she was really out of the spotlight, she was just not really doing any music. So for the last few years, she's been the face of American Idol. She was also in a very successful Skip the Dishes commercial campaign, so she really never left the spotlight. Katy Perry ruled the early 2000s. Every song, every performance, every music video was like a bubblegum princess pop dream. She's even broken records for how many hits she's had from one single album. So then in 2024, when she started teasing little snippets of her songs A Woman's World, everyone was really excited. Shortly before the song release, there was actually some controversy over the fact that she once again was working with Dr. Luke, and the public didn't really take too kindly to this, and she really had no exact reason as to why she decided to work with him. Regardless if his hits with her before were extremely popular, in today's world, we kind of stay away from problematic people. And considering the fact that the song is called A Woman's World, which is a power anthem for women empowerment, working with a male who has been known to take away power from females really doesn't seem like a good idea, in my opinion anyways. And on July 11th, she released the song and it was a flop, only peaking at number 63 on the Hot 100 list. The song and the video were very much Katy Perry, like bubblegum pop, but people just can't get past the fact that she decided to work with someone like Dr. Luke, fully knowing the type of person that he is and the allegations that have been made against him by several artists. Hopefully in the future, she decides to work with less problematic people and she could come out and dominate the music industry like she once did in the past. And that is it for this video. I'd love to know your opinions and thoughts on the artists that I chose. Obviously, there are going to be people who don't agree with me, and that's fine. Like I said, it's not that they did horribly bad. They're just not reached the level of success that they're used to. And I am fully expecting Selena lovers hating on me in the comments, but that's okay. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.